Excellent. I'm glad you were driving then. We're live.
Like Mr. Magoo.
Yeah. Jim, right before we start, goes, I should probably have my glasses on, but welcome back, everybody. Episode 49. We're almost to a year of doing the live stream on Tuesdays.
But every week.
Every week. They ask me, what are we talking about today? I'm like, we'll figure it out.
Today we don't know.
Today I have a few things to talk about. As you've seen by the title, there's some discussion that we can have on trucks of freedom. Today, I'm going to let you know the details on the very last batch that are going to go up. And I'll tell you when that is going to happen towards the end of the video. So make sure that you're on Vanquish Products YouTube channel. Easy to find because the first half hour is only on Facebook. But glad everybody's been enjoying the Trucks of Freedom. I understand that they've been way harder to get this year than normal. Not that the number's been less, but it's just been a fun year.
Is it because you're putting some more batches up, or?
No, I think I guess last year we did do maybe like a smaller number of releases with a little bit larger numbers, but
possibly.
I think that for the most part it was similar. Actually, I don't know. Could have even been smaller numbers last year, but yeah. So you're waiting for the rip.
He likes
it. It's a constant. There's always something. There's always something going on for it.
Have you done anything on the river yet?
A lot of opinions.
Advice?
A lot of opinions.
But that wasn't to us. That was like to the packaging.
Yeah. Got my TOF today. But thanks everybody for checking in.
With an exclamation point.
Exclamation point. Only one exclamation point.
I really feel you've made adults into little kids. It's like Christmas all over again.
Both good and bad sides at times. Because we've seen the joy and we've seen
angry kids.
Angry. But it's fine. For the most part, it's been a wild good time. Dana,
there's some truth to that. I will be busy at machines and I have a problem. I usually send it to Josh. So yeah, there's some truth to it.
Problems.
But then if he's not doing that, I'm not doing what I can do.
Yeah, there's always a problem to solve. Always something. The next release, yes, we will discuss that today. Also, speaking of releases, the H10s.
I don't know things to say. I just do this.
Yeah. Ooh, look at the H10s. The Optic in both Sparco and Yokohama are in stock now. So if you've been waiting for one of those and you haven't just decided to try and gamble to get one in Trucks Freedom, then you can pick one up on the site. Also, VRD Carbon's back in stock as well. So if you've been looking for either of those two, I had squirreled some away before for Trucks Freedom to make sure, but those are back in stock. So you can find those on the websites. New optic grills, need. Yeah, that's totally my fault. Those are ready to go, and I've just been scrambling on all this other stuff, but I'll get those up ASAP. We are going to be at Axial Fest starting tomorrow. So you'll be able to see us up there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Looking forward to that. Gonna be a good time. I know a good number of people will be there.
What crest?
Oh yeah. One is one of Jim, the original design of the Ripper with the all custom white job on it. All the panels, the cage, wheels, links even. Yeah, links, frame rails, the whole deal. Just about everything. So I got a second carbon. Might try and build a straight axle carbon. Yeah. And well, speaking of straight axle there, we do have the builder's kits that will also be live here in the next couple of weeks, we'll say, conservatively. So the VS410 and the VRD builder's kits will both be available soon for everybody who's been looking for those outside of trying to get one in Trucks of Freedom.
You want to answer this one?
How is it both times you said TOF were available, they were not? They didn't sell out in 30 seconds. Are we talking today?
No, I'm talking about, he's talking about the ones you did release. They did sell.
They did sell
like in under a minute.
Wild fast.
Which is not something we've ever expected.
No. So, but yeah, unless you were not watching the live, they were in stock and then they just sold very quickly. But if you're not watching, like if you're a few minutes behind on a live stream, that could have been enough. So make sure you're scrolling all the way to the actual live portion. Best I can give you. Last TOF sold out 59 seconds on the stream. It was very fast. It was like, I think it was like 3 minutes. But
I remember the first release.
Oh, I know.
I called him and he's on his way home. I'm like, dude, do you want me to put more up? He's like, why? They're still up. I'm like, no, they're gone. He's like, he thought I was screwing with them.
Because I was not far from the office. I put them up and then left. So I think the longest that any of them lasted, it was it Sunday night? Yeah, Sunday night I put some up. I got done working in the garage. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go put them up now. It was like 8:30 at night, and those lasted. So there was a couple of posts that made it up on the fan pages, and then gone.
You should probably put more than 5 up at a time.
Yeah, that's exactly. I only put 5. So we've sold like 20 total kits so far. So the batch that will go up on Friday or whatever day that I decide that they'll be up. I wasn't going to say what time. I'm not going to tell you what time yet.
I'll do it.
The batch that's going to go up when they go up will be one of the largest batches that has gone up. So it should give you the best chance. So I
have some here. This one actually works.
Don't get overconfident because then they'll stop.
Next.
Actually, I brought in one of the.
No, I have a broken one. I know what it is.
I brought in one of the trucks. I'm going to. Can we add a?
Our lucky ink is in a pour.
Let's see. I don't know what else we can add in here yet, but somebody.
Prototype shot fires?
No. We'll think of something else to add in here by the end, but somebody's going to get
the prototype axle.
No, because then they'll ask where all the other parts are.
Put that in there. Your knife.
Nope. All of my treasures. Let's see. Well, I was going to get one now. Yeah, that's. I've done drops on Fridays because I'm like, well, always a good chance that people will be ready then.
Will it be easier to order a Ripper 2 than TOF? There'll be less rippers, that's for sure.
Yes, there will be much less.
I hate when you go click it off, the thing shuts.
Oh, I know, exactly. Yeah, it just keeps going. So the final batch of those will be, and then we'll be done with that for the season.
So throw in a drift wheel. I think you have one in here.
Dude, I do have one in here. No, it's not.
That's an incision rim.
I know. I thought it was a drift wheel. Huh.
Oh, the squatty potty thing.
That's going to throw the weight off. People are going to be like, I don't know what this is. It's a different weight. No one has seen it yet.
A bag of SSW hubs.
So what was the plan on how to use 8 rod ends on a carbon? What I would usually for that is the lower links. That would be my normal suggestion. Links that take, or rod ends that take a chunk of abuse. So you do all of the lowers. That's a way that I've used 8 in the past. With a carbon, sometimes you can look at it if you want to go with rod ends that are under more stress, like the upper links specifically in the front with the portal. Those can be under a decent amount. You can kind of put them just where you're having the most stress. So it gives you a number of options, but you don't have to do a full truck. That's just the reason why.
I don't think we have to talk Josh into it. It's just another thing that has to get made.
Yeah.
We're still waiting for that marketing guy.
Yeah. Sticker sheets are absolutely something. We've got a lot of new great partners, and we would like to get into that more. So it's something that we totally agree. We understand.
Is this the machinist guy on Instagram?
I believe so. We need to upgrade parts. That is. So
I'm working on it.
Jim is working on it. Does that one off the machine this afternoon?
I just got it off.
Like
15 minutes before this.
Yeah, 15 minutes before the stream. So been
it's my final prototype, hopefully.
Test fit. Everything's clear. Everything's looking good. Got to do a couple of other little things here and there, but looks really good.
Ripper golden ticket. The reason why we don't want to do those is because once it goes to someone who doesn't even know what they received. That's the hard part.
There's a lot of. We have talked about that almost every single time we've done one of these promotions, and yeah, and I feel like that's it's just something that we kick it around. Just like it'll go to somebody who just wants to scalp it and just get the money for it and not like truly appreciate it. And we feel like it would just then ruin it for us. I mean, these things are as fun for us as anybody. Like, we enjoy seeing it. We watch the Facebook pages. We like seeing people's comments. That's why we've continued to do them. So if we did that and saw it, and then it went to somebody who just flipped it for this massive profit and then bailed, we'd be like, well, that was a total waste. And the only person that came out on top of this was that person. So
didn't we put those up recently?
Yep.
And
yeah.
The other problem, you can always email the support.
And depending on how you're driving this, the drive shaft or the axle shaft design is the same as the other cars. So for the most part, those should have no difference in strength than any of the others. So as long as you're,
I'm trying to put them in view,
set up and done in a, I like to keep it behind the comment actually.
Now you see, now you don't.
Yeah.
Oops. Everything moved again.
It feels so nice.
It does. We're also, you want to talk about the change? We're gonna try removing the thread inserts and just do.
Oh yeah.
Thread it up and down. I had to make some customized taps.
Yeah, a couple of tooling changes that Jim has made just to make things a little bit simpler. So it makes installation a little bit simpler. It does remove parts. It does take away what the threaded inserts, the bonus that they had, but it should just make it a little bit easier for the end user. I think that it's a good change. I have no problem with it. I understand the pros and cons, and making those changes was worth it. Time. Yep. There you go. Thank you. Will the RAM be machined as well? All parts can, but we need to also check that to make sure that one component works with any combination of parts.
We also want the inner plastic for the slidability.
So, yeah, that's you get that RAM moving on something. It is nice if it is sliding on plastic. So we are going to find a benefit there. But there's a lot of other parts that could find their way to aluminum eventually.
I'm working on it. Finishing. I have not stopped programming since August. My hand hurts.
Yeah.
Every day.
But yeah, as far as how fast, they're not going to go up in large numbers. They're not going to be a pre-order type thing. So it's going to be one of those same type of deals where you're only going to be able to get it when it's available. We'll also likely also do the same type of limit type situation. It's going to be something with a project like that where vetting the order as well is something that happens closely, just to make sure that everything is on the up and up.
You talking about rubber too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it won't be something that we'll just be trying to make sure people don't just buy them and try and flip them or resell them. That will not be the intent.
Very soon. We were just finishing.
Yeah, we were just
OMs and talking about pictures. So.
Website photos. They're pretty much. I think packaging is done on a good number of them, so they'll be ready to go very soon.
It took a little long because we made a last minute change to the bead lock to make it even better, and we actually cammed the initial bead locks.
Yeah, which had the same style with the little tiny slots all around the outside, but decided to go through and make them a full depth cut all the way through, and just use the tiniest little end mill to go through, and it looks fantastic. It's a nice change. And it's going to be a great looking set of wheels, but you'll see those very soon. Has anyone claimed special token yet? Nope, haven't seen special token pop up anywhere yet.
Someone can get it and they just don't even know about it.
Yeah, that's very possible. We may not see them.
Yeah, those are running too.
Yeah, those won't be all that far.
They should be pretty close together.
Mm-hmm.
We've got pretty much everything running at the same time, and they're running in conjunction. So,
let's see. No,
probably not.
No,
it's pretty much going to be you're buying, and it is what it is.
Yeah, you won't have any idea what the number is until you get it, probably.
And it's possible you get a number, and it's actually the next person gets is actually a little different because we have to do them in batches, and they get packed and they're mixed. So
yeah, and we'll probably do some colors in a certain way, and if you order a certain color set, you'll just end up with a number that might be in the sequence higher than you. It's not something we're going to handle it much different than the last time. So it will.
Will you disclose what was so special about the medallion?
Nah.
I had to beg myself to figure out what it was because I wasn't told.
Nope. You won't know until you see it.
I don't even know if you told me. I think Mike told me.
That's possible.
No.
We're supposed to be. No, they were in a very small percentage. So they're not a very small, reasonably small.
I need a haircut.
We go to the same place to get a haircut. Mine takes much longer than Jim's.
But he also goes once every 6 months. Right?
I'm on the schedule now.
I'm every 3 weeks.
I'm every 5 weeks. The that Ripper release date is on it. Nope. But the guy who received two. Oh yeah, we saw that. You know, in the midst of it, things will happen. They could have just. It looked like one. Is what it is. Sometimes you win some. Sometimes you lose some.
Nope. We don't even know at this point.
Yeah,
I can
no.
just tell you about until everything lines up.
If we could do it tomorrow, it would be tomorrow. But there's just a lot of things that go into a project like that. So until it's done,
the major parts are in process.
Yep.
But there's still a lot of little parts to finish up.
Yeah, the rest of building it all together is no joke. But
here you go. Late arrival here. Which way are we talking about? I'm feeling lucky. We are winging it.
Yeah.
No plan.
If you are just joining, though, make sure that you note the H10 optics are back in stock, both Yokohama and Sparco, and VRD carbons. So if you're looking for any of those, you get that.
But the comments won't be as good.
It's jumps. Yeah, completely lost it.
Everything's moving fast, kind of way.
So yeah, the as far as the Battleborn Wheel ETA, you'll see them soon. I know I'll be gone for Axial Fest this Wednesday through Saturday, so that will delay progress from me for the second half of this week, unless somehow I get service up there and I'm sitting on my laptop. But
no,
yeah, nope. And I don't know what you're talking about with that either. So,
and another nope.
What actually are you looking at? I am holding Jim's latest prototype. That is a first off the machine H10. Well, not technically first, but
it says Brandon's special though. It has his name Kuntz in it instead of Curry.
Yeah, this one is a special one. It's got H10 optic, H10 axles, everything in there mounted up, making sure that everything clears and spins. Looks fantastic.
Feels good.
It just so nice. Can you confirm with two solid H10s? So those, like you said, they are shims. They're for a basically a 5x11 bearing, and it's if you decide that you would like to use them in an area. Typically, they're used or an option to be used on the drive shafts between the outer pinion bearing and where the drive shaft is itself. And that's just because of the nature of a hypoid gear. With that twist, they want to either suck themselves in or shoot themselves out. It's kind of like a screw. So if you want a little less play on the input side of the pinion gear, you can add those shims. Sometimes one feels best, sometimes two feels best, sometimes you don't need them at all. Out of the box, they don't truly need them, but if you just want to, add a little bit, tune a little bit into there, you can do that. But that's the reason that they're in there, and they're included for that reason, but not needed whatsoever. You can just put them in your box for a day that you feel like you may use them. Especially if you change a drive shaft or, to a part and you want a little bit different fit, then that's a good time to consider it.
There's something.
Yeah, so much going on.
Still gonna be a couple months. Even if we launch them today, you still have production time, plating time, packaging time.
Yeah, instructions, packaging, plating, photography, website,
they're all finalized and prototypes are done, and we're just kind of double checking last minute fits, and we'll start launching.
But yeah, then you can still be some time out, because that's just to have enough to actually do a launch and try and keep them in stock for a little while before they all sell out. You know how that goes.
We just got news on that today.
Yeah, they will be the let's see. I don't want to give a date on that. Brandon's better on that stuff, but
anytime within 2 months, probably.
Yeah,
that's a good estimate.
But yeah, you will see a little bit left of that. PDF manuals for the optic and Fordyce. PDF manuals, that is something on my plate. After doing the website changeover, we took everything off the old HTTP. So this website is much easier, and that is something that I just need to get done. I need to make a support section of the website to add those PDF manuals for the Phoenix, Fordyce, H10, carbon, stance, all that stuff. So
You say so around Christmas. Clarify which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Start to.
Yeah, no idea.
Song of the week, great.
What's it? Yeah.
No raw wheels.
No raw wheels. That is not going to be a change that ever happens. So, where can we find upgrade parts for the H10? So in the H10 section, you'll find all kinds of the compatible parts. Third members you can find in there, drive shafts, all of the VFD upgrade parts that are compatible with it are in there. So a ton of that stuff is already set. The dig system, you could do a VFD twin if you wanted it as well. Tons of parts that are compatible with it. So the H10 section is organized into that already. So you can find all that compatible stuff already.
No, because we're stuck at marketing that position.
Yeah,
we haven't filled it yet.
Well,
why we need marketing?
It's just a time thing. We'll get a.
We've had people kind of call about it, but like they still have to fit within our group.
Yeah, it still has to fit. Still needs to be somebody who's got the experience in the area, not just
Some people have said, "Hey, I'll learn."
It's like we need somebody that can already take it. Yeah, it's a tough one. It really is. And so
that's a Josh question, to be honest. I have no idea.
No, likely not. Just because of things like if you got to say a 10% discount and what that could be, and it would almost be worth buying a bunch of other stuff just to get that discount so you could use it on something like that. So no, not likely. It's
that's dedication.
Hey, did you send us an email saying that you're trying to buy a Trucks of Freedom, but you were on a cruise ship? Because that was one of my favorite emails we've ever gotten. It was a good one.
The add-on question: will they get points from By the River?
Yes, absolutely. So, which will definitely put you in a tier.
Optic brass knuckles. We have slowly been drawing those up. I'm actually working on aluminum ones first, but
yeah. So
eventually, yes,
you'll see some option parts. Of course, with the platform, there's stuff that we'll continue to keep developing on.
I mean, someone else could have already made them, but I thought there was aftermarket ones that already did fit.
So basically, since this is it uses our same C-hub design that you've seen on the F10 straight axles, which was basically a carryover with the spacing from like AR-44 style knuckles. There are some knuckles that have the ability to have a dual-sided steering setup, which then allows it to work on the H10 axles, since the geometry is all backwards compatible to some of our previous stuff.
Hey, Mike's leaving.
It's like, what was but yeah, so the deluxe, because they have it's like one knuckle base and then you can mount the arm on, so they can just mount two arms on to get that done. So
some people are bringing up too, like if you guys have we're not here for customer support like that.
Yeah,
you need to email, then they'll deal with you. We're not going to build it.
Yeah, like that's, if you have anything for customer service, shoot them an email. Easiest way to do it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Now, did I miss any news, new release of any sort? We are going to discuss the last release of Trucks of Freedom here towards the end. I'll give you a little bit more information on when that will be and all that. So
I know what we could put in that box. All those batteries you guys have found in the cars.
We can't ship lipos. Damn, I need the H10 axle when you guys release it. It will be a while. Don't get antsy for that part of it yet. This is just a prototype that came off. It's almost still got coolant on it.
We don't like to hold people's money unless we actually have all parts in the house or something, and until we're ready and finalized.
Yep. No pre-orders, no deposits. I don't want anything to do with that. Like it becomes more of a hassle.
Well, people start asking, well, what's it? Yeah. What's it? Well, we're not ready to tell you that, so we can't.
Yep.
And as much as we would love to, because we have a huge investment in this project, it'll happen when it happens, and everything will be good.
That's just part of it, and it adds too many other layers and too many reasons for communication to happen, and that's what specifically needed to change from the first version of the river.
Let's buy more than two. There's people who haven't gotten one.
Yeah, no, that I will not be removing that, and that's something that I don't think I will change next year either.
Next time you should always turn it to 1
next,
for a while.
Well, and I would have changed it to 1 actually for this last batch, but if I change it, it resets everybody.
Oh,
so otherwise I would have, because I would have limited it to 1. So next year, I think I'll still leave it at 2, but I considered 1. So, or I could do it at 1 and then just reset it later, like in the second. I don't know yet.
I'm hoping it's less.
So, we don't have a price. We're not saying anything. We have a lot of, final spreadsheet stuff to put together to see what and where exactly it has to be. So, you won't find anything for sure.
I'm happy because, there's people that there's too many people actually trying to buy stuff and then pilfer it all out. It's like we just removed the fun of the project.
Right.
The point is to have fun with it.
It's like I get seeing the people who want the value of the special colors and things like that, and that's what makes the boxes cool in a lot of ways. But when there was people that were just buying to do that, to disassemble and do that, it's like, okay, not the point. The
tag is the lottery.
Can we see bronze next to the dirt earth terra firma wheels?
What am I missing?
The dark earth or flat earth. I don't know if I have. I don't know that I have either of those colors in here.
Which is surprising because they have a little everything. We have stuff like all around.
Yeah. I don't have either of those in here to show. It's a vastly different color though. The dark earth has got a little bit more like greenish into it. It's a lot further from anything that it doesn't have the brown in it.
Technically the rim is flat, but it's still round.
Yeah. That's why we called it dark earth instead of the flat earth color that the actual plating color is called.
Brandon is checking.
Thank you, Brandon.
Please limit the ripper too. We haven't decided what we're fully going to do yet, but there are some people that are personal friends of ours who are enthusiasts who do want to have one to beat up and one to put on a shelf.
Yeah, it is.
So it's kind of like
it's something that might have to be done for a while or something like that. But it's a lots of things like that. As far as limited time, things like that, none of that. You won't find any details. We won't say any details on that until it's done. Details on the final product stuff you'll hear when it comes out. That's really kind of the.
There will be a limited number.
So there's everything's a limited number in some way, but like details, anything like that.
I wrote a serial program for 3 digits, and that's all I'm ever doing.
Yeah.
We sold it to the 4th. It's going to get stopped. So that would be it. That's what makes that kind of project kind of more fun and special anyway.
Sure. Yeah. Each one will have a number on it, so you'll see on there. Other than, maybe
we can't skew that.
Yeah. So as far as, do we have planned amounts? No. And again, we won't tell you if we did.
We don't know yet. Again, until we know also like the release dates and stuff. I've showed it to friends and local people mostly, but haven't decided until we probably put it for sale. There might be a point, we still might do somewhat of a pre-order when we have everything in place and we don't want to figure out plating and stuff.
Yeah, but until that, I don't want to show any details of it myself, stuff like that. So I just want to keep it as, like a regular release at some point. I know we've talked a lot about it up to this point, but before that, but until then, like the actual release should be the first time you see the actual information.
I need number 3. Well, that's going to be hard since I'm holding 1 through 10.
Yeah, you won't see that.
Technically 0 through 10.
Yeah.
0 through 10.
Yeah. There's an upside down one.
Was a oopsie, and Brandon has upside down 1.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Gonna start to save money. Yeah,
I'll work on that as soon as number 2's done.
The next one there. as far as the next batch, TF will be available. So I can, we'll talk about that here just before the end. It is 3:30 now. So if you're on Facebook, make sure to jump over to YouTube if you want the last bit of information on when you can find the last batch of Trucks of Freedom for this year. Oh, I think we have the color of the wheels. I wonder if that person was on YouTube or pretty close. Thank you.
I like that one.
This one?
Yeah.
So it's going to be very difficult in this lighting, but obviously this is bronze. Cover your face. So the bronze color has got a lot more of the brown in it, the dark earth, which is in the packaging, but it's almost got a hint of green at times. So, but that's as close as you'll get to an actual comparison. Thank you, Brandon, for digging that up and then walking over.
We don't at this point to make the SX parts 24.
Yeah,
we kind of gotten to a point where we're focused on our company. As we make parts for other companies and then they discontinue or make minor changes that invalidate our parts, and now we're playing catch up trying to figure out what parts are good or bad. It becomes kind of a hassle, actually.
Yeah, it's yeah, it definitely can be. Were any light blue riots put into TOF? 5 sets went out to the public. So there was, I think, 10 total sets made. 1 set is on my desk. 1 is on Jim's desk. Brandon has a set, and I think I still have 2 put away. But there was 5 that got shipped out in Wheels of Fortune packages in the Trucks of Freedom.
We're actually not trying to screw over anyone on other brands wise. We're going to continue to make what we've already made on other things. And
there might be things here and there we develop or identify that we want.
We're not against making some more stuff. Like I actually wouldn't mind making the SX6 stuff.
Yeah.
I do always like the big platform, and we still might make some stuff. It's just right now my main focus is finishing up aftermarket parts for H10 and all those other components.
Yep. And so, I wish Dark Earth would be a legit thing to purchase. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's a very cool color, but it will not be added to the lineup regularly.
I just talked about that.
Yeah.
I would like to, but I don't have anything made. No.
As far as, I'm not going to go through numbers of how many this and that. I think the 5 sets of light blue was the only thing we said a number on. The rest of the items, I have all of that data, but
Monthly Mayhem for Ripper 2.
Oh.
Is that your Wednesday video stuff?
That's like when we made the Phoenix go 75 miles an hour. I would,
actually, if you get a slow motion camera and we get a big curve, I actually would like to see that.
Just smash one. Oh God.
Because they'll still buy it.
Hey, here you go. Just to see if it has a crumple zone. Do you guys collab with Hobbywing? So Hobbywing is who does the OE of our ESC. So we work with Hobbywing to purchase the controllers that we use. But beyond just speccing how, things are done as far as, some very basic settings, some, connectors that go on, the length of wires, and things along that line. There isn't anything else that we like collab with. We've had other discussions on other projects, things that we looked at when we were looking at the Stance RTR. We looked at doing the RTR with the brushless setup, but we all spent a day out crawling. Jim, myself, Brandon, Steve, and out the lake, and we just were like back and forth. We're just like, for the cost difference,
there wasn't a game.
It didn't
drive.
It didn't drive to a point where it was going to be a better choice. So we're just, as much as I like my time, it's just like it wasn't going to be worth it. So
Flying Ripper sequel to cars.
Just I mean, I've launched my Ripper off things before, and it made terrible noises, which was fun, and it was still perfectly fine. But yeah. So anyway, Trucks of Freedom. Let's talk a little bit about it, since I know we're only 5 minutes into the second half of this live stream. But the last batch of Trucks of Freedom for this season will go up on Friday. Now, I'm not saying specifically what time on Friday yet, because it depends on a number of things. I will be at Axial Fest all this week. And depending on whether or not I'm not staying there the whole time. I'll be up and back, but whether I do it or I have somebody else do it down here, that the time may vary a little bit. So I don't have an exact time for you, and I don't know if we should really set an exact time, but carbon kits are available now. Carbon kits and H10 optics are both in stock. So if you're looking for either of those, you can find them on the website now.
You have steel drive shafts with the Incision, right?
Yeah, the Incision IRC 00220 is the drive shaft part number that works with the H10 optic. The rear needs to be shorter. You can actually flip. You can take the front and put it in the rear and the rear in the front, and everything works just fine. So easy way to go.
You would have to ask them that.
Why is Axial not that?
I mean, to be honest, for me, it doesn't matter. It's like a lot of friends getting together and still have a good time.
Yeah, I mean, I can go drive trucks on rocks by myself. Anytime I do like to take the opportunity to go sit and talk with people all day. So that's
you said release of AM PM.
It'll be an AM thing. I would say
to handle that for you, huh?
So I would say count on an AM release. I think that's going to be the best. Subject to change. Price participation may vary. Check with local dealers.
Did you do any midnight drops?
Can we? Midnight drops. I did. Well, I did one that would have been technically 11:30, but that was the latest one I think I ever did, and that was on Sunday.
Since Tony's leaving.
You're just any last minute press.
Wait, peanut butter jelly sandwich thingies?
Oh, Uncrustables. I can handle those. Don't worry. Don't pick those up. I'll get them myself. No special requests. Tony's always good at shopping.
I don't know if Cisco's even available anymore. Like,
yeah, it's
deal on that.
It's man driving. I've been through there myself. It's a different looking place these days.
I miss it too. It's kind of nice.
It was great. I loved the camping situation that they had. The rocks were fantastic. Had a great time there. I'll value those memories, but I can still go have a great time.
Any special things for sale at Axial Fest?
I'll have some deals on a handful of parts if you're at Axial Fest for your Axial rigs. Since it's Axial Fest, we're only bringing Axial trucks. And I'm bringing some parts that will fit Axial trucks and then some specific ones. So if you're there looking for some of that stuff, I will have some deals for you.
If someone wants to throw it,
oh,
we don't want to.
We don't have the time to make a sticker sheet, guys.
Never mind the marketing.
Yeah, that. Like the amount of work these guys put into these events is wild. So they have full-time people that just do event stuff, not just one event, but like that's what they do all the time, and that's a valuable thing to the community. And I'll thank them for that.
Any
but
special parts for Proline?
That's like months away. So ask me the week before I leave for that.
No, I need to get home.
He asked you, should I bring my key ring in? Ripper is Axial Fest legal. The Ripper is what I'm bringing to Axial Fest because the original Ripper was made for Axial Fest.
V1.
The V1. It was made for Axial Fest. Like it's on axial frame rails. It uses axial-based axles and transmission.
We agree. Find someone. I'm surprised really no one's taken that job yet.
In-person Charge for Freedom at Axial Fest? No, I don't think.
In-person TOF on Friday at Axial Fest?
I want to be able to make it into the event safely. I feel like I'd get Fast and the Furious on my way up that hill.
You're gonna get robbed.
I know.
And they're just gonna walk away from you because you're not gonna be able to catch them.
3 hooligans and Honda Civics came up behind the Gladiator. So yes, it is on my list. So I'm going to take Brandon's all black everything Ripper as well as my abused prototype.
So you need to go to VP support and talk to them. The email. We do not handle that here.
Yeah.
I already told you once.
Yeah. If you have customer service questions, shoot them an email.
If you didn't get the proper value, they'll
take care of it.
They will correct it for you.
Bring a medallion, get a truck. No. I will have, I'll have a number of items there if you are interested in that. Let's see. Toenail by the Fire edition. That is that color has been ruined for us forever. It was Jim's fault in the first place. So
ugly. But we are, and people are asking about Rip stuff. Like, I am actually maybe wanting to find another plater that can do more custom stuff, so we can even make some more specialty item kind of stuff.
And so, yeah, there's some of those details maybe you won't see it until it's there, but
no one's claimed it, and they might not know they have it.
Yeah, so whoever gets, I think a smaller number of the people than you think are actually online. Granted, Trucks Freedom is so hard to find that you have to feel like a lot of the people that are buying them are people that are active in the community. So you have a much better chance of finding special things in this type of situation. But
if they bring a medallion, they get a purple.
You might get a keychain, but I'm taking your medallion. Maybe it's better though. Who knows?
You don't sound like you're going to offer much for this.
I might start low. Do all of the Yeti parts you have fit bombers, axles, trailers, etc.? It depends.
All except the independent front stuff.
Yeah, the rear axle setup was all the same for both of those vehicles.
Trailing arms should have been.
Yep, trailing arms, link mounts. The trusses and stuff, those sitting there, the axles, yeah, all that stuff should be all the same.
What does the special medallion get you?
Who knows? There's all kinds of rumors on that. A house, college tuition for there were rumors everywhere.
Yeah, we know you're not paying for that.
Yeah, exactly. I made my life choices.
Decent stock of kits. We actually have the new kit too. So
like I said, the optics are back in stock. VRD carbons are back in stock. The builders kits will hit the website in the next couple of weeks, conservatively, I was saying. Maybe sooner, depending on how I get back from everything. So yeah, Tyler, you can give up on your hopes of tubes. Those are all gone. Anything
I said there might be some back there, but I don't know.
They're all gone. Anything that's matched was matched and on the website long ago. The rest are just uneven.
Contact your store. Months ago, carbon kits.
Oh yeah, we don't take back orders on these things for those. If your store took a back order from you, hoping they could get it from another place, who might be getting it from another place, that's nothing that we can we don't take back orders for that very specific reason. So once we have them in stock and then they're ordered and they shipped. We did take back orders with the H10s, but that was because we had a very specific date. We were able to put up that information and go from there. So
Josh won't take you to that kind of fancy place. You might get McDonald's.
Chili's. More of a Chili's guy. And the Southwest. No, I haven't been to either of those.
How special is the gold coin that I got? Depends how special you feel it is.
Special, however special, yeah. Whatever kind of sentimentality.
Did you take all the dig units to make TOFs?
No, dig units were back in stock. Unless you're talking about the regular Hertz dig. Those might not be in stock, but VFD dig units have been in stock for a while. Let's see. Make sure, again, anyone who's not watching, Friday AM sometime, California time.
Pacific Standard.
Pacific. Yes. Is it standard currently? I don't remember. There's PST and PDT. I don't know which one we're in right now.
We're in Pacific.
Yes. I should say Pacific. So watch for it then. It will be one of it will have, some of the highest number that have dropped at once. So it should give you the best chance of getting the last of them. PDT currently. I've made that mistake before, and someone called me out. Like, I was here an hour late because you said this. I didn't even know that was a thing.
We live in California.
Yeah.
So 8 a.m. California time. Dan AM or Josh AM?
You know,
I'm going to say Dan's because I don't think Josh will be awake.
it's hard to say. I might still be awake.
That'd be a good job for marketing guy.
Yeah. And when it's not 113 degrees in Sacramento.
We do have to prepare for the winter.
I know. We should start now.
It does get cold. It might be as cold as 60.
Yeah, exactly. There was some 40s mornings. So
I thought we had those in stock. The VR1. If something's wrong, also call customer service because we do hold them.
Yeah, but if you're just trying to do, for expanding, since it does have multiple model memory, if we don't, I guess maybe we're currently out of stock of those. Maybe Brandon can look into that for us. So if he's still watching.
Is that a VP gate marker? It's a prototype.
It is a prototype. So
3D printed.
This is a 3D printed, but these will be done and ready in an actual two-color setup before too long. So looking forward to that final setting.
Minus 30 is like today. These are horrible summers.
Any word on Constance hats in colors other than black? I don't know, because I think we actually did just reorder hats again because these sold out so quickly. But I don't think that we changed colors. I think we only redid black again. Okay, VR1 should be in packaging, so good. We do have those in stock. You should be able to see those before too long. We have been super busy in packaging, so that's we'll get there.
Someone keeps buying all the hats though.
Yeah, the hats, like normally hats last so much longer, and they just went so quickly this time. But Brandon was on it already last time, so
we're not doing green. This is like Axial kind of doing green.
Right, we're a different color. You will find a different color will be done for these. We've talked about that before, and there's a specific reason why I don't. I don't do hats. I don't do shirts because you never know who's getting them and what size they may be. And I want to make sure that whatever goes in them is pretty much universally, usable. So,
and what you think is a normal size isn't.
Yeah,
there are people asking for quad X.
Some people didn't think that you would need a 3XL hat. No.
We're not making those ever again. So
yeah, that stuff
was made.
That stuff's long gone. So. Let's see. Toenail hats. Yes, that's. It's just with the actual toe on it. With toe, yeah.
Orange.
That might be the color we chose.
No, that was something else. It better be something else.
Yeah. How about a facility tour on a live stream? We've talked about. I think the better opportunity will be to shoot some video of a number of certain areas, then play it during the live stream. We did that with the Battleborn wheels stuff. I think that's something we could probably integrate into a little bit more. Maybe take a couple looks at, like maybe one of the newer 5-axis machines that we've got.
Things keep moving too fast. Yeah.
Will you be putting out complete H100 front axle? I think we'll start with the H10s, H100s later. But complete axle sets are something that Brandon has talked about in the past. So you will see complete axle sets at some point in the future. When that is, we'll never tell you until they're on the website or until Brandon's on the stream again. You can't make these guys not say it.
Bring back Dan.
Bring back Dan for a live. Dan likes to just stop mid-sentence, so we're training him right now.
Not all the toys.
So yeah, I think if anything, we'll go through that. We'll take some video of some machines, put it together so that you guys can just see some of the details. Some of them are just. I mean, all of them are impressive in their own way. But
someone was asking about if we'd ever do an open house, and probably not, just because of insurance reasons.
Yeah, no. This just like. People have asked before about picking up orders in person. There's reasons that we don't have a storefront, and we can't allow that stuff for a number of those reasons. Like if you have the general public allowed into a facility, especially a manufacturing facility, things are wildly different. So that's not something that we will be
too many sharp
pursuing.
Objects.
Yeah, too many sharp objects, too many things that, you know, our parts are pocket sized in a lot of instances as well.
I'm not doing it yet, but I did talk about that recently. Maybe it will happen. I don't know. I'm not going to guarantee anything yet. Most likely, yes, but I think we should. It's like people need more panels. I get it.
They're fine.
But that would be something we probably would want to do on a pre-order if we did go. That way we knew how many to make.
Yeah.
That is a lot of cycle time too.
It is a lot. There's other things we could be making instead at the same time.
Someone wants to know the gold ones, but you're not answering it, I think.
What's that? Gold rod ends worth retail packaging. It's same as the regular ones. So you can look on the website and find the value.
It's only worth what someone will buy it for.
Any extra colors, things like that, you're not going to see a difference in value.
We really only have the new guy, Schumacher, really.
Will you be distributor EU besides GB? Schumacher is based out of Great Britain, or GB. I guess that's what you mean.
I'm hoping
UK. So that is the only distributor that has reached out to set up. And it's how those things work. We don't set up a distributor there. Like just go. Like distributor is a company that has to approach us, say, "Hey, we'd like to add your brand to a line," and then we'll go from there. So Schumacher Racing, I think it's racing-cars.com, I believe is their website. They must have had that website a long time. They are our new distributor over there. They've got their orders rolling already. More orders are coming in. They'll be bringing in some of the newer product as well here soon. So there'll be a constant flow going to them as things go. So if you're in the UK specifically, I suppose will be the most convenient, but I know that they also have a large number of stores throughout Europe that they distribute to also. So hopefully that's something that works for a number of you. More color options for the Riots. If you're talking about 2.2s, that is something that, yes, we will eventually have all of those colors filled out if we haven't got to all of them already. Which I think there was one like point that was keep slowing down the production of the Riots a little bit that was fixed this week and rolling much faster now. So Riots should be able to get into, full speed without any hiccups. You're
gonna have to buy them and barter.
Yeah, like you won't be able to find them on our website. That is not how the special stuff is. Things that we do it because it's fun. Let's see.
Fun to play with.
It is. I just kept there. It's just so smooth.
ASMR.
We got 7 minutes left of the live stream, guys. Any of your last questions? We'll try and fill in.
We need to sell very expensive gold products now.
Yeah, it's even if they were actually gold plated, it would.
I think it's crazy how much people will pay for these customs.
I know what you mean, but that's also the fun. Plant tours may cause cancer in the state of California.
Everything causes cancer.
I have to put it on all the boxes. Don't worry. Prop65.gov. So 2.2 super narrow. The current narrowness is the narrowest you will find from our wheels. 0.8 into 2.2. We will not be going any narrower. That is what I have been playing with here for some time.
Points for carbon H10. Don't we ever do that?
I don't know what's going on with some of that stuff there, but yeah, I've looked at a few things. I don't.
B or D or VS410 for buggy build.
Ooh. VR. Is there be any benefit to either one? VS410 would be the way that I would go if I was building like a pro mod style buggy. But if you're doing a full like unlimited, then I'd do VRD carbon, and keep the lightweight transmission, the whole thing.
Send you some CT Racework shirts.
I mean, why not?
I don't know, can you?
Thank you very much.
You said Friday, the last drop for QF will be.
Will it be the Yes. Oh, sorry. Great question.
This
This Friday will be the next and the last. There's one drop left of Trucks of Freedom, and it will happen on Friday. I totally understand what you're saying, and yes, that is the next and last. So you don't need to refresh from now until then. It'll just be on Friday that you can sit there with your auto clicker.
It's not edible. It's food grade. You don't
Yeah,
want to
you don't want to eat it. It's not.
It shouldn't kill you though.
It will. Yeah, it will
I
not.
wouldn't suggest it. Though.
Yeah, like I don't think it might make things move along, but like
in big food bakeries and stuff in manufacturing, they have to grease stuff still. So this stuff, if it fell into the stuff, it would still be okay.
Yeah, you would
still scoop it up and eat it like yogurt.
It is.
People ask about F10 aluminum max. So I saw a bunch, so they're probably coming down the pipe.
Yeah, those have been going through actually already quite a bit. So just keep watching on restocks as those go. Unless I think that clear has been the only ones that have gone up and through already. So you've been looking for black. Those might be a little bit behind it, but
that's gonna be a no. We're just doing the colors that they do.
Yep. So Battleborn wheels you will only find in clear, black, and bronze. That is all that will be offered for those wheels. Period.
I actually just watched someone eat theirs on YouTube. Ew. Like, why?
No.
I mean, it's food grade, but don't try.
People are special.
Did they have a cup of glue next to it to wash it down?
I can't. I'd like to find that address and block it.
You.
What was the marshmallow fluffernutter? I think it's pretty sure that's what it's called. Or that maybe that's the actual sandwich you make with
this doesn't have scale wells, so no.
Oh yeah, no, different one. That one you saw before was different. Any idea in ETA? So yeah, we've talked about the ETA stuff. Just any of that stuff, just check the website. You'll see it when it pops up. You'll see social media posts as well. If you follow that stuff, you'll see it as soon as it gets posted up.
Fluffernutters are delicious. Fluffernut. What are fluffernutters?
It's like marshmallow. What is marshmallow fluff and peanut butter? Yeah.
I'm thinking Nutter Butters. Like
nope. It's a sandwich.
Let's do an origin. Oh, are you an engineer? You're hired.
So yeah, the prototypes here that you're seeing are just that early prototype production. Even if this was done today, which this is a prototype, it would
just
be
off the machine like 15 minutes before we started.
You'd be months out still. So do not hold your breath.
Moon pies.
But a couple minutes left. Moon pie. RC Cola and moon pies.
RC what?
RC Cola and moon pies.
I said RC Cola. Like, what?
These are Southern snacks that go together.
Can you put a bed in a VRD?
Can you put a bed in a VRD? So like a VRD stance, I mean, it has a very small amount of drop in that body already. If you wanted to cut it out and then put something back there, you technically could. That's all just about either how much you want to cut up and then design and do things like that. There's not a, one ready to go where you could just buy and 3D print and put it in yourself. But anything's possible. You could recreate the entire thing if you wanted. So yes, just depends. Let's see. I've been stalking social media and missed every trucks. Yeah, they go fast. There's nothing I can tell you there. Nothing I can give you as far as the demand has gone up. We did our best this year, and it's I can't give you any more than that. So probably have an RC colon if you ate that grease. You know what? It's great though, because it's 4:00 and we don't have to continue that discussion. So if you're still watching, hit the like button, subscribe to the Vanquish Products YouTube channel if you're not already. And is the Phoenix straight axle ever coming back? The straight axle Phoenix kit, no, because the VS410 straight axle kit will be back. The VS410 Portal kit will be back though again. So, but as far as the straight axle kit, you can find the new builder's kit, which will be available here in the next couple of weeks. So, just get you something to get you by. But that'll do it for this week. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate you for watching. Like button, all that stuff. Later. See you.